And welcome to Clappia. In this video, we'll see how to use Clappia MCP to build an incident reporting app. With Clappia MCP, you can get an entire app in a few minutes just by giving a simple prompt to an AI like Claude, ChatGPT, etc. I've already made a separate video on how to set up MCP, so if you haven't done that yet, you can check it out. The link is in the description box. That video will help you connect Claude or any other AI to your Clappia workplace. For this demo, I'll be using Claude, but you can use whichever AI works best for you. Now, let's see how to build the app. I'll open Claude Desktop, and here I'll give in a prompt like, build an incident reporting app. I have asked you to create an app for this email ID. Make sure you mention the email ID tied to your Clappia workplace when creating apps. Otherwise, the app won't be displayed in your workplace. I'll hit enter and Claude will create a complete incident reporting app for my workplace. I've been a bit specific with my prompt, but you can start with something simple too. But I suggest giving more details, and the more tailored your app will be. It usually takes a few minutes to set up, and at the end, Claude will show you exactly what it has added to the app. While it creates the app, you may get an additional prompt asking you to allow it to continue further. Just click on Allow. It has finished creating the app and has provided a summary of what it has added to the app. So let's check it out. I'll go to my Clappia workplace. I'll just refresh this page. You can see the incident reporting app has been created. I'll open the app and you can see it has added all the relevant fields, even the ones that I asked for in my prompt, like the severity level and the attachments. It has also implemented a display condition over here. Now let's take a quick look at the design app where you normally create the app structure. If I click on a block, let's say this drop-down block, you'll notice the right panel is already set up with all the options without having me to specify. You can change this later according to your requirements. It also sets up display conditions and does calculations and logic setup. For example, this field we just saw work in App Home. It has set up the right panel and has also implemented display conditions. If yes is selected, only then it'll display this field. I did also ask it to add some workflows, so let's check that. And yes, it has added them and set it up on the right panel as well. It checks out the severity level and sends out an email accordingly. Of course, I will have to change the email address over here, but I can do that later. It also sets up the subject and the body of the email. You can also ask it to create charts, and it actually did that for me. Since I do not have any submissions in the app, there is nothing currently showing, but we'll check it later on in the video. Now at this stage, I can either make changes manually or I can ask Claude to edit it for me. If you're working on multiple apps, make sure you give the app ID in your prompt to let the AI know which app needs changes. You can get your app ID on the right panel in Design App or from the URL. And if you're editing certain fields, then you can give the variable names in curly brackets like so. Let me show you a simple example of how to edit the app. I'll ask Claude to add a field for the department responsible in resolving and verification fields. So going back to Claude Desktop, I'll type in edit the app to include a field for the department responsible and verification fields. Now it is not necessary for me to actually include the app ID over here since this chat session only deals with one application, but just to be on the safer side, I'd suggest giving the app ID. So I'll just copy this and paste it over here. It says the changes are done, so let's see that in Clappia. Before refreshing the page, let's have a look at what was the original structure. Now I'll refresh it. And it has added the department responsible field as well as the verification fields. So it has modified the app as per my requirements. Once you're done with the app, you can make submissions and view it as per usual under the Submissions tab. I'll just make a quick few submissions and be right back. Okay, I've made a few submissions, and as I mentioned earlier, let's take a quick look at the charts. So I'll go back to Design App, Analytics, and you can see the setup. You'll get the same app as a mobile app as well, and it can work in the offline mode. If you haven't downloaded the Clappia mobile app yet, you can do so either from Play Store or App Store, and the moment you sign in, all your apps will be there live and ready to use. And that's it. We've built and tested an incident reporting app using MCP. This is how you can combine Clappia's flexibility with AI to go from a use case to a working app in just a few minutes. If you have any questions while trying this out or need help with other features in Clappia, you can raise a support request by clicking on the button over here at the top. Select this option. Our AI support is trained on all of Clappia's material to give you a tailored solution, or contact our solutions and support team and we'll get in touch. Thank you.